Have you ever wondered why the absolute smartest, most naturally talented person in your office almost never seems to be the one actually running it? Well, welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking the notoriously dark historical concepts from Robert Greene's famous book, The 48 Laws of Power, and we're translating them into a modern corporate survival guide. I'm super excited to walk you through this because we're going to look at human behavior through an incredibly strategic, highly realistic lens. The goal here? To help you navigate your career and finally gain the authority you actually deserve.
Okay, let's dive right in by asking a really difficult question. Why do some people get promoted despite completely lacking talent? I mean, you look around your office or, just scroll through your Zoom grid on a Tuesday morning, and you undoubtedly notice that certain people just totally command the room. They effortlessly steer conversations, they snatch up all the big promotions, and their careers just skyrocket, all without having even a fraction of the raw technical talent that you or your peers have. They just seem to glide upward. So why does that happen? And then, of course, we have the frustrating flip side of that reality. Why are the hardest workers constantly left behind? The person staying online until 8 at night, grinding through massive spreadsheets and delivering literally flawless technical work is completely overlooked when leadership roles open up. Now, what's really fascinating about this contrast is that the answer doesn't live in your employee handbook, and it's definitely not in your HR training. The answer is found in the hidden rules of human behavior and status competition. Powerful people have used these exact unwritten rules for centuries, and today we're going to break them all down.
So let's start with Section 1, the hidden office game, and the fact that power is everywhere.
We really have to recognize that power is a silent game played constantly around us. It's not just some abstract concept for politicians or medieval monarchs in history books. It is unfolding right now in luxury corner offices, it's dictating who gets an immediate reply in your team's Slack channel, and it is sitting right across the table from you during morning strategy meetings. Power exists at work, in business, in friendships, online, in dating, literally everywhere humans interact. People are constantly competing for influence and control, and they're often doing it in total secret. Now, you might be sitting there thinking, but I hate manipulation. I just want to put my head down, do good work, and go home. But the undeniable truth is, failing to understand these social strategies simply means you're going to be at the mercy of those who do. Understanding this hidden game is your very first line of defense.
Let's move on to Section 2, Handling the Insecure Boss. This is your defensive strategy.
So we're going to explore our first corporate scenario, which is managing up. Greene's Law 1 is, never outshine the master. Listen, if your boss ever feels threatened by your brilliance, you are in immediate danger. Accidentally making your manager look incompetent simply because you are excellent at your job puts a massive invisible target right on your back. Powerful people have egos, and if those egos get bruised by a subordinate who seems, a little too smart, a little too charismatic, or just a little too capable, they will secretly try to sideline or even destroy that person's career. You have to ensure they always feel superior.
Let's actually bring this to life in a modern context. Picture this. It's the Q3 review. You just successfully wrapped up a massive, exhausting, high-stakes project. You're sitting in one of those glass-walled boardrooms, the top executives are watching intently, and your manager smoothly starts taking the credit for all your sleepless nights and heavy lifting. They are literally presenting your ideas as their own. You can probably feel your face getting hot just imagining it, right? So what is your next move?
Well, the natural emotional reaction is to interrupt, demand the credit you deserve, show off your knowledge to the execs, and make your boss visibly jealous. But doing that is absolute career suicide. You've just created a powerful enemy who controls your daily schedule and your salary. The strategic reaction, on the other hand, is to make them feel important. You let them wear the crown today, validating their leadership in front of the executives. By doing this, you secure your long-term position. You're turning your manager into an ally, and you use their inevitable promotion to pull yourself up the corporate ladder tomorrow. You survive to fight another day.
Moving right along to Section 3, Outsmarting Competitive Coworkers by Concealing Your Intentions.
Now, we really need to talk about peer-to-peer combat. Law 3 is conceal your intentions. In today's open floor plans or highly visible digital workspaces, your colleagues will inevitably try to probe your plans just to gain a quick advantage over you. You need to move quietly, stay totally unpredictable, and reveal very little. Because when people know your true plans, whether that's angling for a specific promotion or trying to transfer departments, they instinctively become defensive and they'll throw up roadblocks. Just like a master poker player who never shows their cards, keeping your professional ambitions a mystery creates this undeniable aura of power.
Think about that nosy coworker ambushing you at the coffee machine. They hit you with some casual probing about your next career move, really just trying to figure out if you're competing with them. Your strategic response? You move quietly. You reveal absolutely nothing, maybe deflecting with a polite, super vague answer. Or consider when a colleague tries baiting you into toxic office gossip through a private DM, trying to get you to complain about a manager so they have leverage over you. You stay silent. You remain completely unpredictable. Let them talk. Let them reveal their own hand and their own insecurities while you just sit back and observe.
Shifting from defense over to offense, let's explore Section 4, building your professional mystique through reputation and absence.
Emerging leaders build an aura of influence before they even utter a single word in a meeting. And the key to this is Law 4. Say less than necessary. Think about the most powerful person in your company right now. Notice how, in meetings, they speak incredibly calmly, they speak briefly, and they let silence do the heavy lifting. The more you talk, the weaker you appear. The more words you use to justify yourself, the more you reveal your insecurities and risk saying something, well, foolish, that can be used against you later. Silence makes people really uncomfortable, and in their panicked rush to fill that silence, they will end up revealing their own weaknesses right to you.
To actually build this mystique in a corporate environment, you have to follow a deliberate process. Step 1. Build a bulletproof reputation for delivering results. Your reputation controls how people see you before you even walk through the door. Step 2. Step back. You do not always need to be available. Stop replying to every single non-urgent email within 30 seconds. Stop attending meetings where your presence isn't absolutely critical. Step 3. Let scarcity increase your value. Think of luxury brands. They thrive entirely on limited availability. By protecting your time and closely guarding your presence, you stop being just part of the furniture, and your perceived value in the corporate hierarchy skyrockets. All right, Section 5, mastering your workplace emotions and becoming the calm leader.
We have now arrived at the ultimate trap in office politics, allowing your emotions to dictate your actions, showing sudden anger, revealing desperation over a lost client, or acting out of pure jealousy on a team call. These are incredibly dangerous behaviors. Why? Because they make you completely predictable. If a rival executive knows exactly what buttons to push to make you lose your temper and look totally irrational in front of the CEO, they own you. You become a puppet, and they're the ones pulling the strings simply by triggering your emotional reflexes.
Just contrast the chaotic, loud employee who reacts instantly to every minor crisis with the silent, calm leader. The emotional employee is desperate. They completely collapse under pressure, shooting off angry emails at midnight and losing all control of their professional image. The powerful leader, however, patiently observes the board before making a single calculated move. They don't react instantly to bad news. They react slowly, maintaining absolute emotional control. They don't collapse under pressure. They absorb it. That untouchable calm is exactly what wins the long game and proves to the higher-ups that you are genuinely ready for serious authority.
To wrap up this explainer, let's head into Section 6, the reality of corporate power and recognizing the game for what it is. Now, critics often argue that studying power dynamics just encourages narcissism and cold, ruthless behavior. But the pragmatic reality is much different. Understanding this framework simply explains the reality of the business world. These are the rules, whether we like them or not. We aren't endorsing evil behavior here at all. Rather, we are providing you with armor. By neutrally understanding human nature, recognizing when someone is trying to bait you, and knowing exactly how to protect your own reputation, you ensure you are never easily manipulated in an inherently unfair system.
I'll leave you with this final, provocative thought. Power belongs to those who understand people. Think about that the next time you step into the boardroom, sit down for a performance review, or log on to a really tense video call. Ask yourself, are you playing the game, or is the game playing you? Thank you so much for exploring these concepts with me, and I hope this gives you the absolute clarity you need to master your career.